Hi, and welcome to another video from the In-Phase training team. Today, you'll learn how to troubleshoot the communications kit when it is receiving power, but all other devices have stopped reporting. First, make sure that the in-phase energy system is turned on. If not, turn it on. You should also check to make sure the connectors are placed correctly. If they don't look correctly placed, adjust them and check to see if the system is now reporting. If reporting fails even though the system is turned on and the connectors are correctly placed, you'll need to test terminals 1 and 3. Your multimeter should read between 2.4 and 2.5 DC voltage. If the multimeter reads lower than 2.4 DC voltage, or does not pick up any voltage at all, test the continuity on the control low and control high terminals. If the multimeter reads higher than 2.5 DC voltage, you'll know that the communications kit 2 is phased incorrectly. If this is the case, check the placement and test the wiring on all other control terminals using your multimeter. Correct any phasing issues, then check to see if the in-phase energy system devices are now reporting. If not, you'll need to test the control cable continuity, which is covered later in this video. As you test, remember that the drain wire should only be terminated on one side of the wire segment. If your multimeter reads between 2.4 and 2.5 DC voltage when testing terminals 1 and 3, you'll now need to test between terminal 3 and a ground point. No voltage should be present. If the meter detects any voltage, check the placement and test the wiring on all other control terminals using your multimeter. Correct any phasing issues, then check to see if the in-phase energy system devices are now reporting. If not, you'll need to test the control cable continuity. To do so, first disconnect both sides of the control cable. Then, connect any two wires to the IQ battery using a lever nut or a wire nut. Test the continuity, which should read between 2.4 and 2.5 DC voltage. Repeat this step for all IQ batteries on site. If the multimeter is not picking up on voltage, contact in-phase customer support. If the control cable is receiving the proper continuity, check for damage on the 3 other wire pairs in the control cable network. If you see a damaged wire, you'll need to swap it for a new one. Make sure the wire pairs are properly seated and phased. If the wire pairs are not properly seated or phased, adjust them to the correct placement and check to see if the in-phase energy systems devices are now reporting. If everything looks correct, but the system still won't report, contact in-phase customer support. You should always use the in-phase control cable during installation. To purchase one, visit the in-phase store, which is linked below. There are no valid substitutes for an in-phase control cable. Remember that wiring should never exceed 250 feet between resistors. In addition, individual wires must be terminated as follows. Terminal 1 is blue, Terminal 2 is orange, and Terminal 3 is black. Terminal 4 is not used, so you can disregard the red wire. As you troubleshoot, do not over-torque the screw terminals or overstrip the control cable wires. Thanks for watching another in-phase training video. Now you know how to troubleshoot a reporting failure when all devices have stopped reporting while the communications kit is receiving power.